Hello and welcome to another little Minecraft mod showcase thing. This time I'm showing off Machine Muse's Modular Powersuits mod. Insert Saints Row 4 joke here. Anyway, this mod is really interesting considering that the recipes in it change depending on what other mods you have. Like Industrial Craft 2, Universal Electricity, Greg Tech, Thermal Expansion, that sort of thing. And anyway, I'll be showing off just the vanilla stuff this time because there's a lot of stuff in vanilla alone, and you guys can look it up on your own. So anyway, let's show off the various recipes, and there are a lot of them. This is the Power Armor Tinker Table. Without this, the Power Armor is useless, so make it. Now, the rest of the stuff is mostly just recipes used in the different modules, which I'll go over later. So I'll just show off the recipes for now, and on their own they aren't really used by much. So as you can see, a lot of this is pretty resource intensive, so if you're playing on the normal world survival stuff, it's going to take a while to get everything done. Now for the Hoggar Emitter, this doesn't work. Well, the recipe doesn't, I mean. For some reason everything else works, but this recipe doesn't, no matter what I tried, so yeah, it's actually using a few things too, which I don't know. Anyway, let's get into some of the Power Armor parts. This is the Power Fist, which I call the Power Glove because it looks like the Power Glove. Really, it does. Why not? Which I might as well take this with me while I look at the other parts. Now this is the Armor set, which, if you look carefully, you can see that it is the Iron Armor recipe, but it has wiring instead. So I might as well take this armor and put it on and show off what it does. Well, not really feeling super or anything. Well, that's because, like I said, we need to use the Tinker Table. So let's start off with the helmet and see what this stuff does. Now, there are two types of plating, diamond and iron. Obviously, diamond's harder to get, and it's lighter, and it's more protective. Or, you could use the energy shield, which a lot lighter than both the plating, but it consumes energy, which we'll get to in a bit. And the heat sink, which I assume is for so you can swim in lava or something. I don't know, I haven't really tried that out yet. And energy, this is where energy comes in. You get 3 different types of batteries, based on the different capacitors. HP capacitor makes the elite battery. It makes the most energy. Basic battery does the least. So we'll get the advanced battery for now. Not really sure what the IC2 tier does, really. Not really noticing too much of a difference. Anyway, I think that's good. For some reason the maximum energy is not showing up there. I don't know. It's weird. Not showing. Might as well save on weight, since it doesn't seem to want to work for some reason. I don't know. This mod was a pain to get to work in just vanilla. I don't know. There's some weird things, like they expect you to work with the other mods, but I don't know. Vanilla just doesn't want to work. And let's get to the other parts before I start rambling on for 20 minutes. The water electrolyzer. This will help you breathe underwater for longer. As we'll put it on. Night vision. This is one of the 2 things that the Hoggar Emitter is used for. It gives you permanent night vision, so might as well take it. And flight control, which we'll get to in a little bit. I'm not turning on now because it can be loud. Like very loud when you get it. So I'll just turn it off for now. Now, the chest plate has the same armor and energy settings. And now, movement. Parachute. Might as well show this off with creative flying. If you hold sneak when you have the parachute equipped, you get a slow fall. Also might as well go over salvaging. If you decide you don't want a module, you can salvage it. 90% chance that you'll get each item back. But, as you can see, I only got 1 parachute. Except for the batteries, which are disintegrated when you try to salvage them. With Universal Electricity, you can recharge these things, but they're disposable batteries in vanilla, basically. Now the glider. Oh, the glider is so fun. Get up pretty high, and forward and shift while in midair. You fly. It is so fun to glide. Like you don't even know. There's so much fun to be had with this. So much fun. But you don't get any upward momentum, which is what the jetpack is for. Yeah. Put the thrust up to max, and... oh, wait, I had crater flying on. This is the jetpack. This is fun to use. And this is where this helmet part comes in. Flight control. This helps you fly better. And you press Z to go down by default. And obviously this noise gets annoying. So what can you do is press L. No, not L. K. Go into the key binding menu. And you can see I already have this on for the jetpack. So you can set key bindings to toggle things. So I'm going to turn off the jetpack. So now there's no loud noises, which helps. But I don't really like this flight control thing, so I'm going to take it off for now. Which I'm glad that you can take that off, because the noise gets infuriating loud. Blah, blah, blah. I can't talk today. I don't know why. Active Camouflage. This is the second of the 2 Hoggar Emitter uses. And... where'd I go? I'm gone. We have permanent invincibility. I wish. Invisibility, even. But we're gonna take that off because... I don't know why. Now, cooling system. This helps with cooldown with heat-producing things, which we'll get to with the Power Glove. And now, the Leggings. This is some really fun stuff. Uphill step assist. This makes it so that you can automatically walk up 1-block ledges, which gets really helpful if you're just running around. Speaking of running, by the way, swim boost, which I can't get to work for some reason. I don't know how you get it to work, but you apparently get a boost in the water. Jump assist. This is fun. You get to jump really high. And this compensation part, I assume it's for hunger. Like, you take less hunger when you jump a lot at the cost of some energy. And the sprint boost, or assists, sorry. Now this can be very fun. We are walking pretty fast, and when we sprint, we're just sprinting everywhere, going really fast. And we can go up ledges too, which is really fun. There we go. And you can see we have the jetpack on, so I might as well turn it off. I said turn it off. And just show off the jump boost, which is pretty high. Which also is, for some reason, what I use for not enough items. Weird. Anyway, let's now show off the Power Armor Boots, which has 2 movement things. Shock Absorber, which reduces fall damage at the cost of energy, and the Jet Boots, which is like the jetpack, but it doesn't have as much thrust, which is basically a less powerful version of the jetpack, which I already showed off. And now the Power Glove. It's so bad. Anyway, axe, pickaxe, shovel, shears, rototiller. These things do basic tool stuff. Pickaxe, axe, shears, and hoe. Now these 2 things, Lux Capacitor, Prototype Omni Wrench. These are 2 fun tools. And one way you can switch between them is Shift and Mouse Wheel. Now, it's getting to be nighttime and such. What you can do, Lux Capacitor, you get a nice light. Again, I already have night vision, but it helps when you don't have torches and such. It's fun. It's fun to mess around with. And now, the Omni Wrench, what it does is changes the orientation of the objects, and I made a couch, but if I don't want that, I can just make them back into stairs again. And this also works on chests and wood. Pretty fun tool. pretty good when you want to place things and keep getting them wrong. It's infuriating, I know. And now, Field Tinker Module. This lets you change some of these settings like thrust and such. Lets you change a lot of these without having to be in the Tinker table, which helps at times. Diamond Drill lets you drill obsidian with pickaxe. It also makes it go quite faster. Aqua Affinity, it lets you use tools underwater at better speed than normally would. Now the weapons, these are really fun. This lets your punches be harder. Plasma Cannon, we'll get to in a bit. Railgun. And Blade Launcher. Now, let's have some fun with some monsters. Ha 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 ha! Take that, zombie. As you can see, these tools do give off heat, so if you use it too much, you get set on fire. And you have to wait for it to cool down. And now the Blade Launcher, which is pretty interesting. When you use it and it hits grass, you get grass, like grass you can use. Which is weird, because you can't normally get that. It's also a quick way of getting leaves and such. So get rid of these, don't need them anymore. Never needed them in the first place, because I'm in creative, ha ha ha. Alright, what else can this thing do? Yes, the blink drive. This is fun. Let's show off what this does. See that swamp over there? Here I am. It has a set range that you can mess around with, but right-click, you go to where you're aiming at. Obviously it uses quite a lot of energy, and it doesn't always work right at times, if you're not far away enough. But it's pretty fun. Now the last thing I want to show off is pressing L brings you to customization. You can mess around with how your armor looks, and you can also change the color of various parts. It's fun. Oh, I'm gonna make this look so ugly. Oh boy. Oh, that looks weird. Oh boy. Well, anyway, that's most of what I wanted to show off. Like I said, this mod is a blast. It's really fun. But it's really resource intensive, so you may want to work with other mods and see what you can do with this. But for just messing around, it is a lot of fun. I'm wondering if they'll do stuff like multiplayer matches and arenas with this stuff like this, because this could be really fun. Really huge arenas, like sort of like Titanfall, but not. Topical. Right. Anyway, that's most of what I wanted to show off. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I suggest you guys check out the mod if you want to play around with huge power suits and such. Yeah, that's about it. So anyway, I guess I'll see you guys later then.